Hello, my people. Hello, loves. I've just decided to do this story time. It's gonna be a mukbang and a story time. I don't know. It's just gonna be a bits and pieces of it, of this story time, because there are so many things that happened. Like prior and after, so I'm just picking this one because it's not really the highlight of everything, but it's just one of those that I want to tell. Yeah, so I've ordered wings. I've already had like a little bit of them, cause bendiwabela yo hot wings. Jesus, guys, I don't like flats though. Okay, I'm just gonna be having them with their soul fire sauce. I love them with the soul fire sauce. So you guys, where do I begin? Okay, so I met this person. Hey, I met this person right after I was with another one for 4 years. And when I met him, I was still trying to kind of like get over the other one, because I was trying to break up with the other one for years, and I couldn't. I'll always go back, so yeah, but we're not talking about that one, we're talking about this one now. So yeah, what the fuck, guys? Jesus, I just don't, I don't like, I hate speaking about this, and other people are just like, no, but anyway, who cares? It's been like years now. So I met this person at work. I remember that time I was still a receptionist, and the dude comes in, act like he's like this big shot, and because I was working in like a property space, so he acted like he was looking for a space to rent and then fine. I tried to give him some information and the person that he can speak to, and those who are receptionists knows. Anywho, yeah. Then okay, the guy eventually asked for my number, and okay, because he was coming there for like for some time. Then whenever he comes, I'm with this friend of mine, then who was working we were working in more like the same office, but he was working for another company but in the same space. So it was like, okay, then when the dude comes, we always like chatting, we're kind of like friends now, the three of us, him, my friend who was a he as well, and me. So we always have like these conversations, and we laugh, and then this other time when he came, because whenever he comes, my friend is there. Then this other time he comes, and my friend is not there. Then he ends up asking for my number. At first I was like, my number? Why? But then conversations, like the usual ones that we have. I was like, why not, you know? This guy has been coming here for quite some time, and we vibe with me and my friend and him, you know? So I was like, you know, maybe you just like want to talk sometimes, you know, checking up on us, like me and my friend, like how you guys doing, and so I ended up giving the guy my number. Fine. Then I gave him my number. Then later he calls me like, hey, how you doing? You know, I'm like, you know, not like thinking anything, you know, like, okay, sharp. Then the following day, okay, fine. In the morning I go to work and stuff, you know, as usual. And guys, no, there's no cause, you know, now it starts to be like, and I'm like, and he's like, and I'm like, cool. Then I was left to myself, you know what? I'm trying to get rid of this asshole. You know, maybe, you know, because this guy seems like he's sweet. So that I'm able to get rid of this one. This one can be the distraction or of some sort, or we can just be friends and this just gonna end there. And as long as I'm just gonna be like, get rid of this nonsense. Yeah, fine. Yeah, when we started talking about that, I was like, I'm not so sure. And now, then we're like, okay, fine. And then in the morning, go to work. Oh no, the day before he called at night. And then he's like, guy, I'm telling you this so that you know how I met this person, what happened, you know, before I get into the story. So I'm like, that time I wasn't well. I wasn't feeling well. Like, ish. I don't know whether I wasn't like really feeling like that much wow, or I just wanted to be like, you know. I was like, oh no, I'm not well. I wanna sleep. And then he's like, fine. Then the following day, apparently he was calling me. He calls now in the landline at the office. And then when I answered the phone, he's like, how? Are you still alive? And then I'm like, yeah. Why? And he's like, no, I've been calling your cell phone and I'm thinking, what happened to you now? You just told me that you're not well. Are you dead? And I'm like, you're calling my. Then I was like, oh no, maybe it's off, or maybe whatever happened. When I checked my phone, okay, I saw his missed calls. And he's like, okay, no, fine, I'll see you now. I'm like, okay. Then the dude comes into the office like minutes later. Minutes, like, 2-3 minutes later. I'm like, okay. Oh, this guy was calling me and he was just like around here. Hey, that guy is so sneaky, guys, I'm telling you. You wouldn't know. He will know things about you that you've never told him. That I just, anyway. Let's just. I'm not there. And then it comes to the office, and comes to the office. It gives me the plastic, the bag from Woolworths, and I'm like, why? What is this? And it's like, no, it's yours, isn't you? You have a flu. And then I'm like, okay. Then I open the bag. There is like all the vitamin C's, not all of them, but some of the vitamin C's. There's nachos, tangerines, those who think that, okay, those that doesn't know nachos, tangerines, and there is oranges, there is like, I don't know, there was something with vitamin C and other stuff, you know. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, okay, thank you, but you know. Then I was like, no, I just wanted to check up on you because you said you're not well. I mean, this milk might help you. And fine, guys. Fast forward, okay, the guy will come in lunchtime or break, like when I get to work, there's like mug and bean delivers. It's my breakfast. Penrotis delivers. It's my breakfast. Lunchtime, he comes pick me up. We go for lunch. Guys, he used to take me to nurseries for lunch. Oh my god. I'm laughing because when I realized way after that why he was taking me to nurseries for lunch, it's like, wow, I didn't know that this guy was hiding me, you know? Because I mean, who takes the girl to nursery for lunch? I mean, nursery, as black people, you says ukuthi kudayiswa imbali, ama-plants or whatever. No, the dude is taking me to nursery. I didn't know that there was coffee shops. So we go to these nurseries. Most of the time we'll be going to these nurseries for lunch, and he pretended like, okay, he likes these exclusive places where nobody goes to, you know. He just doesn't want to bump into like abantaba snacks, you know, because he's a big shot, right? Okay. Then yeah, well, I didn't care. I didn't mind. I was like, okay, what else, you know? Then I remember that okay, guys, I don't want to talk about like, okay, so the guy basically was spoiling me. I wasn't planning on being in a relationship with him. And even when he actually saw that I was not planning to be in any relationship with him, then he was like kind of like forcing it, you know. But it's fine. We'll talk about like what happened after this, after some time. But now let's just get into the issue. Yeah. Then, unfortunately, oh yeah, in like months, I got pregnant. Guys, that's a story for another time, for another day. Got pregnant, and he disappears. When I was 4 months pregnant, then what else? We move. Then he comes back this other time. I think my daughter was like, what? I can't remember. I'll tell you guys the story when the first time he met the child. This is not what this story time is about. So I think, oh yeah, my daughter is like you know, to be seen by the family or whatever. So apparently they've heard from someone, you know, because I was like, when I had my daughter, I'm like, you know what, I keep it moving. I don't care, you know, this is my child. This is what God has given me, you know, he knows why. But I'm happy, you know, I don't care who's there and who's not, you know, we are going to move. Then, okay, this other time, then for the first time, my daughter went to see her granny, and yeah. Then when I was there, we vibe with the mother, we okay, we good, you know. And I think few weeks later, and when we went there, mind you, he wasn't because by that time he was staying at his parents' house. Anywho, I didn't even know that. Hey guys, yo, I need to be careful, shana my daughter. Azonikhupha, wait, okay. So, then he wasn't there when the first time the baby went to his house. I don't know. I don't care where he was. I didn't. Jeez. Anyway. Then now, 2 weeks later, if I'm not mistaken, comes to the office. What the heck? What is this? Comes to the office. And he's like, I wanted to speak to you, and okay. Mom said I must invite you to bring the child and yourself. There's gonna be some kind of like a ceremony. Was it a Thanksgiving or something? I can't remember. I think it was a Thanksgiving. Then for their father who had passed, you know, whatever. And I was like, okay. I wasn't so sure, guys. I was like, nope, because I just don't want to get involved. Yeah. I was like, yeah. Mom said I must invite you. And myself, I am inviting both of you. I was like, okay, I'm not sure, but I will let you know. Fine. Got home, asked my mom, this is what is going on, and what must I do? My mom was like, okay, no, it's fine, you have to take the child. Guys, I told him fast forward, I brought some stuff because as I'm raised African, you have to bring something when you go to someone's house, especially there was gonna be that Thanksgiving. So I went and bought some stuff, drove there on the day. Then I phoned him. I told him that I'm at the gate on the day. It was a Saturday on that day. I drove there. Then when we were outside, called him that, okay, yeah, we are here. Then after some time, okay, then before he comes, there comes the kids. Because I knew the kids, I think his nieces, and yeah, you know, his niece that was there, but there were other kids as well, was with the niece. Then comes the kids. They're rushing to hug me, to take my daughter. Then this one is like, oh, excuse, oh, you're so beautiful, look how grown you are. Because she had met her for the first time last time when we were there, like 2 weeks back. Then you and your sister, I'm gonna tell, I only knew that this guy has one daughter who was way older than my daughter. I think she was 9 at the time. And this girl, this niece is like, oh no, I'm gonna tell so and so that she has two beautiful sisters. At first I thought that she was saying that both that child, that 9-year-old, and my daughter, they are two sisters. No child. I'm like, huh? I'm like, oh, you're talking about that child and my daughter. And she's like, no, I'm talking about the other one. I'm like, what do you mean the other one? Who is that? Then she explained, the child doesn't know anything. Then she says, oh no, so and so, and so it's so and so, the other 9-year-old, and that girl and this one. I'm like, Aibu. I'm like, what? Fine. There he comes, and we greet and everything. But already I'm like, okay, but anyway, I wasn't with him at that time, but I was like, oh, okay, all this time you weren't telling me, but anyway, it didn't matter like that much. But okay, then he calls his mom. His mom comes and is like, oh, he's so happy to see us. We hug. And then they took my daughter and we go to the house. Hey, that's in Africa. We go to the house. Hey, fine. They had like this big house, and yeah, they are quite they are they are wealthy. Fine. We get there. Then when we're getting there, then they said I must come and sit in some bedroom or whatever where there was other people that I don't even know. Then I'm like, because I'm already at the lounge. I'm like, no, it's fine. I'm gonna sit here because I can hear in the lounge there's like people can hear that, it's like girls like drinking and I was like, no, it's fine. I'm just gonna sit here. So I sit in the lounge. Where I am sitting, guys, where I was sitting, there was the entrance right there in front of me, and there's other entrances. There's another one on my right, then there's another one at the back. Then okay, then everything is fine. I'm sitting here with their in-laws, with their wife's family, with the like his brother's wife's family. Then cool. Then they asked me if I want something to eat. I didn't really want anything to eat, but I was like, okay, I don't want to disappoint them. As Africans, that's how we are. Then I was like, okay. Then they, they brought me food. Fine. While I'm sitting there, guys, then I'm seeing the front entrance. It's like, when you look up, there is a pool. And the pool is actually na his bedroom. There's a windy there, like we pool okay, a pool windy la khona I bedroom yakhe. I don't know if guys you can hear or understand what I'm saying, but I camera lakhe libhekene ne pool, I windy la khona. So okay, fine. Then I'm saying, like, I don't know, then I look up. All this time I was like busy with some other stuff and playing with the child, and then I just looked up. When I looked up by the pool, there he is standing, and he's looking at his bedroom window, and he's doing like this to the window. He's like, then like a few seconds, then he's like again to the window. Then I'm like, okay. Then like not worried. I'm like, fine. Then a few minutes later, he comes to the front door, to this door that is like in front of me. He comes to this door and he opens it a little bit and he looks at me and he says, and he does this. Then I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah. Then it's like, again, same thing that he was doing when he was by the window. It's like, again, I'm like, then it's like, then he leaves. Hey! It's like, what the heck? What the heck is going on? I'm like, no. Something is happening. Mind you, we were not back together. But I'm just like curious, what the issue is going on? Then, hey guys, I mean, I have this thing, especially then, I don't know, this thing was like, it will nag the hell out of me. It will nag up until I get up and do what it says. If not, it's gonna nag the hell out of me. Then guys, as I'm sitting, then something says to me, I can't explain this thing, guys. Those who know will know if you ever have something like that. Then it comes to me. It's kind of like, this thing is kind of like it whispers, or it's just like this thing that comes and be like, hey. Then it comes and it's like, go to his bedroom. I was like, what the heck? And I'm like, guys, that's why, yeah, hey, yeah. Then I'm like, oh Lord, oh, there you go. This thing, like, seriously now? I don't care. I'm like, to it, I don't care though. Then it comes and it's like, go to his bedroom. Then I tried ignoring it. The third time it says again, you are going to go to his bedroom. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. And I know if I don't go, it's still gonna nag me. It's like that. Then I'm like, oh my flipping G. And that's what I said, like in my breath. I was like, oh my flipping G. In my breath. Like literally. I was like, what the heck? Then I'm like, I just decided to take the nappy. I took my daughter. Then I was like, let me just go and change my daughter. Then I'm like, then while it's there, this thing is talking. Then I hear him coming to the other entrance, to the back entrance, the one that guys I was telling you about. You remember I did say that there was 1, 2, 3. There was 3. So he comes. I could hear him because he's like loud. He's loud. He's coming to this entrance at the back, and that's the entrance that goes to the kitchen. And from the kitchen there is a corridor. There is like going straight down. Then I decided to get up, take the nappy, and take my daughter. Oh no, then I just take the child. Then we go straight down to the corridor, and when it's by the corridor, he can see me going down. As I'm carrying the nappy and the child, he knows that I'm going to his bedroom. Then he says, then he says, then first I ignored him, like on purpose. Then he said, okay. Then I decided when I was by his bedroom and holding the handle, then I looked at him. I'm like, what? Then he says, no, there are people inside. I'm like, and then what? I'm like, no, that's fine. Then I just opened the door, got in. When I got inside, boy, there is a chick inside. Baby, beautiful little girl inside. Closed the door, came in. Mind you, I didn't care. Like, God knows I didn't care because I wasn't with the guy. Actually, I have like kind of like figured what type of a person he was. And then I greeted. Then this girl is like, okay. I greeted, put baby's nappy here, put the child on the bed. The girl is sitting in the bed, on the bed, and her stuff on that side. Then I just put the child on the other side. Then I decided to change my daughter. And I could see that, you know what, this girl is like, what in the heck? Then she says, oh, is this so and so? So and so, it's that child, his daughter that I didn't know about, that their niece was telling me about. I'm like, Haibo, Kanti, how old is this daughter if I'm changing the nappy, my daughter's nappy, and she thinks that it's that child? How old is the child? But then I'm like to her, no, it's not so and so. Then she's like, then the girl, you can see that the girl is also shocked. And she's like, huh? I'm like, yeah, this is so and so's baby. And she's like, oh, wow. Oh, yeah, she does look like him. And I'm like, darling, that's his spitting image. And the girl is like, guys, she was so shocked. She was so shocked, and she's like, oh, okay. Then, seconds later, I think there was a plate, I think she was eating or whatever, next to her. Then, immediately, she takes her phone. I think she's trying to call him. Then she's calling and she's calling and she's calling. He is not picking up. Then she puts the phone on the side. Then she takes the plate that she was eating on. She takes the plate. Then she goes out. I'm just smiling. Then she comes back. And then she sits. It happened so fast. Oh, everything happened just like so fast. Kulutu comes in. One of the girls that I know, but I didn't know that they were related. I know her from back then. Comes in this girl, and she comes in with the housekeeper, with their housekeeper. They come in and you can see that, like, they don't know what to do. They are so shocked. They don't know what is happening. And when they come in, they're looking at us. Girl, was I chilled. I was chilling like nobody's business. And they come in and like, I'm looking at them. I'm like, oh, hello. And she's like, she was so shocked because she didn't know it was me. She's like, Queen, oh my word. Then she came and we hugged. I'm like, how are you? She's like, how having like the conversation, and I'm so calm, like, yeah. Then the girl gets up and leaves again. And then she looks at me, she's like, why are you so calm? I'm like, what should I do? She's like, hey, you can't be so calm. Like, I'm like, what should I do? Like, what would like make me angry or anything? This is none of my business, you know? And besides, I'm not with him, so I'm not worried. This has nothing to do with me. And then they're like, hey, okay. Then they leave. Then the girl comes back. She's taking it back. She's doing this. She's putting this away. She's taking that. She's taking it. Yeah. I went to the chest of drawers because my daughter, 2 weeks back when we were there, my daughter lost a bangle, a gold bangle, like it was like it was 24 carats. I got as a present from this jewelry, from the owners of this jewelry shop that I was like very close to. So they made her, they actually made it for her and then engraved it with her name. Then so we had lost it, so I just went to the chest of drawers to see, okay, is it here, is it not? And I just opened like the top drawer, then I didn't see it. Then I was like, okay, anyway, the girl is there fuming. I can see that she is fuming. Then finished changing my daughter. Then I took my daughter and I said to her, okay, lovey, sorry to invade your space, and we're done now, bye. She didn't respond. She didn't say anything. We closed the door and we moved to the lounge. After a few minutes, then one of their cousin who also used to be a housekeeper there, then she comes to me. It's like, oh, how are you? Hey guys, where abantu baka boyfriend? She comes and she hugs me at the back. How are you? I'm like, no, I'm fine. I think like the whole thing, the girls who came into the bedroom was sent to, hey, go and check it. That girl is nuts. Because I am, when the time comes, I can be crazy. But anywho, I didn't care because I wasn't with him. So now all these people are being sent. Then there's cousin now coming and be like checking up on me, or go and see how she's doing. Then like, hey. Then it's like, oh no, my aunt, because that's I don't know, they are cousins like that. And she says, oh, my aunt is happy that you're here, and I'm like, oh, you guys are so sweet. And I'm like, hey, inside I'm like, hey. Okay. Then she comes back, and guys, okay, then that's how. Then that's when I figured out. The guy called me, and he just like, I was minding my own business, and he comes and invites me to come here. And I come. Then he had called a girl, and the girl is in the bedroom. Oh God, guys, there are so many stories, but yeah. So then after that, because of course it was already in the afternoon, I was supposed to leave like before like sunset, because I had a baby. I didn't want to be like that time, and my baby was out. So as much as we were driving, but I mean still. So then the mother came, and we're like, oh no, thank you guys, we're leaving now. Then she's like, oh no, let me call my son, and then he came. Then guys, long story, I know this has been like a long video, but yeah, Then we just like drove. We said, okay, no, I'm just gonna drive you guys out. Then I'll leave you outside of the gate. I was like, no, we're fine. Then he said, nah. Then I was like, okay. Then he drove us out. Excuse me. Then outside of the gate.